see, we have all these treaties, as my colleague said, that no medical treatment should be imposed on you unless you decide about it freely and under informed consent. Now,
Hello, what's up, y'all? Hey, this is your boy Omson, the real. Well, I pray and hope that this video reaches y'all in the best of health and in the best of spirit. So, the day before yesterday, I received this video. I received the video from someone who is a friend with me on Facebook and also is subscribed to my YouTube channel. The person shared with me the video and kind of wrote oh bro, I'm sure you're going to like this video, man. The person speaking the video is like your ideological twin. You understand, everything that you always say is the same thing he just say in this video, you see. So I checked out the video and yes, he was right, man. I liked everything about the video. I like everything about what the person was saying in the video. It is the video of a Romanian politician who goes by the name of Cristian Turhas. Cristian Turhas is a Romanian politician, but also a member of the European Parliament. He's one of the few European politicians today who stands with the European people. You understand? As you know, most of the European leaders have trampled upon the constitutional rights of their people to free of choice. You understand, especially in regard to the current ongoing situation. The European people do no longer have a choice. You understand? They do no longer have a choice over anything. You see, they are oppressed in different ways. You understand, in order to have them, take the vaccines. You understand? So this man, Cristian Turhas, is fighting against these oppressive tactics being used by almost all the European governments. You understand? The video which this my friend sent to me, Cristian Turhas in the video accuses the European leaders of selling their people to pharmaceutical companies. He said in the video that all the tactics they are currently using against the people are tactics they had already agreed on with the pharmaceutical companies. You understand how they are going to use, or how the tactics they are going to use in order to get everybody to get vaccinated. You understand the oppressive tactics they are going to use to get people to take the vaccine by depriving people of their liberty of movement, of different things. You understand, of accessing bars, of accessing some shops, of traveling. You understand. You see, so he said these are things that the European leaders had already agreed on with the pharmaceutical companies. You understand. So it's like they have sold their people for personal, economic, and political gains. He said, which they don't supposed to do. So this European parliamentarian, Cristian Turhas, is fighting against these oppressive tactics being used by the European government in order to get their people to be vaccinated against their will. I will share the video of that speech with you guys. And also Cristian Turhas took part in a protest in Belgium on the 19th of December. Here are some of his comments at this protest. You see, he said, and I quote, "We must fight because it is up to us if we want to leave to the generations that will come after us a Europe with more freedom or a Europe with tyranny. We want a Europe of freedom and liberty." You see, this is one of the comments he made there. You understand. And another comment he made there is here, which is, you understand, somewhat religious. You see, as he's a member of also the Christian Democratic Party. He said, and I quote, "Restoration of liberty is the key message surrounding the incarnation and birth of Jesus. Liberty, before being a right, is a gift that we receive from God, which is why we must fight to keep it so we can pass it along to the next generations." So these are some of the comments he's made there in Belgium, in Brussels, Belgium, during the protests of December 19th, 2021. So right now I'm going to share with you guys the video. You check it out and let's hit the comment space and tell each other what's up. You know, this doesn't only concern Europeans, the current situation. It literally concerns everybody, you understand, who want to keep their freedom of choice. Anybody who don't want to be so dominated by politicians and their pharmaceutical companies, you understand. This speech concerns all of us, you understand. This concerns the freedom of every person around the world. Because today is Europe, you understand, tomorrow will be Africa, the day after tomorrow will be America, the day after that will be Asia. So we should all come together and support leaders like Christian Terhes, who are risking everything, you understand, in their support of the oppressed people, who are risking everything in order to bring the truths out to the people or to the world. So hit the comment space and let me know what you think of this man and his speeches. Me personally, I agree with him 100%. I believe that he's 100% right, you understand, in all that he's saying regarding the ongoing situations and how many politicians in Europe and around the world are selling the freedom of their people to corporations and pharmaceutical companies for personal gains, for personal political and economic gain.
You know, we were elected by the people. That's what the treaty says. But we should not forget that we are elected here for the people. We should have the best interests of people in mind, because that is the reason why they elected us here in the European Parliament. All these leaders of the European Parliament, they like to praise themselves every time when they go in a press conference to say that this is the most democratic institution of the European Union. The question to them is really so? Have you told these people in the Parliament, when you decided to strip their fundamental rights, why you have done it? You see, we have all these treaties, as my colleague said, that no medical treatment should be imposed on you unless you decide about it freely and under informed consent. Now, clearly what they do right now to condition the access in the Parliament to have this green certificate is violating this freedom of people to choose what do they want to be vaccinated with or tested with. But there's the other aspect. And the question that I address not only to you in the Parliament, but to every European citizen, to ask your own governments. Were you properly informed about what is going on? Because we had a lot of debates at the beginning of this year in the Parliament where we demanded full access to the contracts signed between these companies that produce the vaccines and the European Union. And I quote from an article in Euroactiv, who says the following in an article from January 22nd, 2021, that says the following. The contract signed between pharmaceutical company and the European Commission in November of 2020 was made available to MEPs on Tuesday in a redacted format after the company agreed to open the contract up to scrutiny. Say what? Say what? So you're imposing a medical product on the European citizens without them knowing What's in these contracts? Not only them knowing, but us, we don't know. So after a lot of pressure in the parliament, as the article says, these contracts were disclosed to us and to the public. And I want to show you some of those pages. And you tell me if this is okay for the European citizens to be exposed to this situation where they cannot come to work, they cannot enter a store, they cannot go with their kids to schools, where they cannot freely move from one country to another, unless in one situation he's vaccinated with one of these products. So these are the contracts that were disclosed by the Commission with the approval of the company. This is unheard of. And I will just show you the pages. These are the pages. You see?
They call this transparency these days.
So this is the fundamental principle, right, of democracy. I'm asking you guys, is this transparency? Do you see anything? Because we don't. European citizens' money have been given by Ursula von der Leyen to these companies. What happened with those money? What are they? Why are they open with the people and fully transparent so we all know what is going on? The difference between tyranny and democracy is very simple. When the government knows everything about you, that's tyranny. I know how it is to live in tyranny. When you know everything about your government, that's democracy. So this is where we are right now, praising this institution. It's the most democratic institution in the European Union. And even us as MEPs, as directly elected by the people, for the people, we haven't been able to see in these contracts. So as we said last week, we are here for you, and we will fight for you. I know many of you are struggling all across Europe, and many of you working for the European institutions are struggling right now. But look, as a former US president said, freedom, liberty is one generation away from extinction. We live that type of time right now. And it's our duty and our call to fight for liberty. Thank you.
So if you have enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember to activate the notification button so that you don't miss my future videos. Remember to like my videos. Remember to drop a comment and let me know what's up, what you think, whether you agree or don't agree with him. You understand. Remember to also share my videos with your friends on social medias. You are on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you understand, wherever that the videos can be shared. Remember to share these important, interesting, informative videos. So until next time, see y'all again. I'm Son, the real. Peace out.